What's going on, everybody? We got Blake Nubar from Click Profits here from Orlando, Florida. What's going on, Blake? Can you do me a quick favor? Tell the viewers and listeners what it is that you actually do and how you generate profits for Click Profits.
Sure. So what's up, Chad? Thanks for having me, man. I'm pumped to be here. What is up, everyone? My name's Blake Nubar, and I sell info products. I teach people how to start a profitable digital products business online.
Awesome. And what would be your ideal avatar? If you can strip everything away, who would be your ideal client to bring on to your coaching program or your essentially your program?
Sure. Yeah. So I love working with first-time entrepreneurs, people that they might be in a 9-to-5, they might be working on something, but things aren't really sticking the way they want it to. I love working with people and showing them that you can generate income using the internet. So these are the first-time entrepreneurs that are shifting to the internet to make money.
Okay. And it can be across, does it matter the niche that they're in? So can I, if I'm a realtor, if I'm a financial planner, doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter. No, all walks of life, anyone can do it.
Awesome. So you're essentially shifting and taking people now that either one, have a business and want to move their business online, or two, don't have a business and want to get into the online space. Does that make sense?
That is exactly it.
All right. Awesome. And how many clients are you serving right now in your company?
Yeah. So right now, I mean, we have a bunch of, we call them partners, that they're partnered up with me. We have a few thousand of them. In terms of like an agency side of things, we're not really going that route right now. But we are working with thousands of partners inside of the programs that we have.
Yep. So just want to make sure that I understand, so the viewers understand too.
Yeah.
So when you're saying partner, this is essentially somebody that's coming on and joining your program, right? You're calling them a partner.
These are partners. Correct.
There's a couple thousand people essentially that your company is serving.
Yes, exactly.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. And what does your pricing model look like? So if I want to come in and work with you guys, what does it cost?
Yeah, so we just charge, our pricing model is pretty simple. We charge, it's either $1,000 to join. We have a payment plan option as well. We have some higher ticket programs as well. That's a little more intimate, a little more hands-on, more coaching, things like that. So it's all different types of prices.
Awesome. And we're going to get deep into the whole value ladder approach here in just a minute. We'll talk about those other products and stuff that you have. If you wanted to send out a message tomorrow, Blake, and you're like, okay, I got something to say. If you can collect your entire audience, your email list, your chatbot subscribers, your Facebook group, if you have one, whatever it is that you have, how many people do you think you would serve? How many people would see your actual message?
I would say, over 100,000 of people. Yeah, for sure.
And when I always ask this metric because people are always curious, right?
Yeah.
Let's just talk about your email list purely.
Okay.
Let's say you send 50,000 emails as an example. Okay. What's your open rate?
25 to 30%.
Okay. So that's pretty high. That's actually on the higher end. That's good. That's good. I know average is about like 15, 20%. Some people are higher. Some guy came on here and said it was like 10% or 5%. I was like, you got to change up your audience, man.
Yeah.
You got to change up your audience. Okay, well, that's good to know. Let's actually now dive into the value ladder. Okay. Let's talk about that really quick. So is the first product that you're offering me $1,000 or am I going into like a mini tripwire type thing and then kind of going up there? Walk me through that actual funnel.
Yeah, so the first funnel that we offer coming into the door is going to be a tripwire funnel. We're bringing people up, offering them products to help them transform their Facebook and social media profiles to generate leads and sales. They go through that series, purchasing whatever products they want, adding more value at each step. That is the front end funnel. That is where I drive all of people, coming into my ecosystem for the first time.
How much would I pay to jump into one of those little smaller products?
$7.
$7. Okay. So it's a tripwire style. We have the same thing here at DashClicks. We have one that's $17 and then it goes into like some courses and then we have the higher ticket stuff at the far end. Would you say that? So it goes from $7 after the $7 is the next offer. You're making them the $1,000 offer.
Yeah. So no, in that same funnel, is that what you're referring to?
I guess your whole value process as a business, right? Your value ladder as a business.
There's a few products in that funnel ranging anywhere from $7 to a couple hundred. But after that, we want to send our customer now to our core offer, which is our $1,000 product.
Got you. $1,000. And what am I getting for? I give you $1,000 today. What do I get? Walk me through that.
You get basically an entire white label franchise rights to my current digital products business.
Very cool. And what do I do with that? Explain to the viewers who just don't understand for some reason what that is. Break that down a little bit. Peel the onion back. What is that exactly?
So I have a business right now that generates a few $1,000s every single day. I'm selling digital products to all different types of business owners. Recent discovery, I realized I can't serve all these different types of business owners, but this product is universal. It works for any type of person trying to generate leads and sales, doctors, dentists, attorneys, you name it. If you're a business, you need leads and sales, this is it. What this program does, it gives you the ability to clone my already successful online business. And I teach you how to niche down to sell these products and services as your own to different types of business owners.
Would you say that it's like agencies selling digital products, or is it people selling physical courses?
It's people selling digital products. So all of my partners are selling digital products, from courses, things like that.
Gotcha. Is it your digital products, or you're teaching them how to go out and create their own and then sell those?
No, it's already done. That's one of the beautiful things about it, is you don't have to create from scratch.
That's cool. That's a pretty unique business model. I like that. And what would you say is the biggest needle mover for you in your business? Like the one thing that you did, the one shift that you made that literally started pouring in the dough, right? That you made the most revenue from. What was it?
Yeah. You got to launch things. You have to let the world know that you have something. So if you just go and build something, you have to really make a big deal about it, because if you truly believe in your products and services, you need to be loud about them. So every time we launch something, that's basically the big revenue shift in anything that we do.
So you do a lot of launches, right? You'll do like big launches where you build up the momentum, and then you'll open the doors for a couple days, couple weeks, whatever it is, and close it down.
Correct.
Okay, awesome. And then, so we spoke about the funnel itself. How are you actually driving traffic? What are you doing to get people to go through the funnel, go through your process, get into your business, get into Blake's life?
Yeah, so there's really 3 primary sources of traffic. I would recommend all of these: A, Dream 100, B, affiliates, and C, paid media.
All right, let's go through each one of them really, really quickly at a high level. Obviously, Dream 100, I'm familiar with it. I know what it is. But for the people who are not familiar with what the Dream 100 is, what is that exactly?
So Dream 100 was started by Chet Holmes. It's basically a concept when you want to reach out to do business with people, to form joint ventures, aka channel partnerships. You have a product, they have a market, you come together, everyone makes a success from it. So I'm looking for people like that I would love to do business with, and it's called your Dream 100, and you hopefully one day get through and you work a deal with them.
I love that. And then obviously number 2, affiliates, we get what that is for the most part. I think everybody knows what affiliate marketing is. And then what did you say the third one was again?
Paid media.
Paid media. Let's talk about that really quick. Is it, I'm assuming, Facebook, YouTube ads?
Yeah. You got to run ads. If you want to scale any business, you need to be running ads.
Yep. Okay, awesome. And how much money are you spending right now on paid advertising in your business?
Over 6 figures a month.
Okay, got you. So you're driving a lot of traffic to this.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a landing page funnel. I see the 2 Comma Club award back there too. So I'm assuming you're using ClickFunnels.
We are. Yeah, we have the 8-figure one on the ground here too.
Congratulations. We just got ours after like 6 months of waiting.
Nice, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. So obviously you got a lot of traffic coming to the funnel. I'm assuming people are filling out an opt-in form or something to get into your world. They're buying a product. That information, that's got to be stored somewhere. I'm sure you have a team that's doing some type of outbound, or maybe getting some application forms filled out. Where are you storing all of this data? I'm sure it's not in ClickFunnels, is it?
No, we actually use Kartra to store for our kind of like our management system. So we use Kartra on the back end to kind of handle all that.
Gotcha. Do you use also Kartra as like almost like a form of a CRM? Would you say?
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, it handles everything. ClickFunnels handles all of our funnels. Kartra kind of handles the backside of things.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay, cool. And it's pretty cool that you married the 2, because most people will not marry ClickFunnels and Kartra. Those are like the enemies in the space. You got
to do what's best for your business.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. So that's pretty cool. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, why not? Because a lot of people in the space, they are moving from ClickFunnels to Kartra and vice versa, right? Mm-hmm. Why not use Kartra for your landing pages too?
Because I've been through all the landing page softwares currently, and in my opinion, ClickFunnels still has the most intuitive editor out of all of them.
Okay, fair enough.
My personal opinion.
We use ClickFunnels too, so I was just curious.
Yeah.
And we're in 2020. Automation is a big hit right now, right? People are trying to automate their whole life, right? What's the number one automation that you have that essentially saves you the most time?
Oh man. Gosh, I wish I could pinpoint it on one. Honestly, probably it's the ability to give people their products after they purchase it. It's like the most standard automation, but it's a necessity. Yeah,
I agree. And if you're selling thousands of them, can you imagine somebody manually writing up an email and setting up their user accounts and everything? Yeah, and that makes perfect sense. Okay. Awesome. And talk to me about your sales process. I want to kind of dive deep into that. And what does that look like? Obviously, if somebody's buying a tripwire, it's no touch. You're not touching them at all, right? But what happens when somebody's ready to go to the next level? Are they filling out a form and then you're jumping on a call with them? Walk me through that process.
Yeah, so we send people from that tripwire funnel by nurturing them and letting them know a little bit more about me, what I do, enter into my world, and then we invite them to the 90-minute presentation, which is delivered via webinar format to eventually, the idea is to provide enough value and show them the prosperity of this program and get them into the next level, which is the core offer.
Got you. And let's talk metrics real quick. Let's say 100 people come in, fill out an application, and they want to do a call with you. How many of those people are showing up to the call? What's the show up rate?
Well, if they're coming up to the webinar, we're probably, because it's an automated webinar, the show up rate's pretty high. It's like more in the 70, 80%, just because it happens right then and there. So most people that sign up are seeing the webinar.
So maybe I missed that. So you're actually sending people to they're not even speaking to somebody. They're going through the webinar.
No, we practice. Yeah, we practice what we preach. Like we do digital products. Our entire business model is all digital.
Touch. So no touch. How many people are on your team right now?
There's about 16 of us.
Okay. That's awesome. Good. And what's broken down? Is there any sales reps or not really? Because there's no.
Yeah, we actually just hired an amazing company that's like worldwide for sales. So we're putting that infrastructure in place to start going our high ticket route, which is our back end offer that's about to release.
Gotcha.
So we have that in place. So yeah, there's just all different types of people handling different things.
Very cool, man. Very cool. And then, so 100 people come into your funnel. 100 people come into your funnel. They watch the webinar. They get to the 90-minute webinar page. How many of those are converting? What's your conversion rate?
About 20%.
20%. So essentially, if 100 people come in, 20 grand, right? Because $1,000 a pop.
Sure.
Awesome. Yes. What are you doing with the 80 that don't convert? Walk me through your whole remarketing strategy.
Yeah. So
I've seen you, by the way, before in a cast somewhere running around my Facebook feed.
Yeah, we have. So there's a bunch of touch points we have after. There's a bunch of different angles we want to really touch on if we weren't able to communicate that effectively during the presentation. So we go into like objection handling. We go like, is it the cost? Is it the time? We go into different ways. We can show you the value, different ways to communicate the business ideas. We have a very strong post-webinar sequence in place to present value to you on different levels. And by that alone, we're probably getting at least probably double back, another 20% from that.
Gotcha. So you're getting about 20% off the backside of people.
It's really double. So if you, it's just like any traditional webinar. If you're selling, you're going to do about double your sales from the replay from the follow-up.
Yep. Are you doing any type of like encores or like relaunches or anything like that? Or is it just purely webinar and then replays?
Webinar and replays.
Cool.
Yeah. If you couldn't make it, if you didn't stay to the end, we have different formats of the webinar. So we have shortened versions of the webinar. We have objection handling versions of the webinar. So there's all multiple formats of that current webinar, just because not everyone wants to sit down through an entire presentation or can. Yeah.
And I want to ask a question that I think a lot of people are curious about, something that I'm curious about too. A lot of people who are using ClickFunnels will use like third-party, webinar tools where you can jump in and get like the live experience. It looks like you're actually live. You got the chat row going, or they're just flat out putting like a Vimeo video or a YouTube video, whatever. They're just embedding it on the page. What are you doing? Are you just doing the basic process? Because I heard that works better.
I'm currently doing the webinar software, but I'm shifting to direct to the video. Every time you put up a page to get people to the presentation, you're creating friction, and that's no good. Like you're going to lose people no matter what. So the best thing you could do is opt in straight to the video.
Yep. And what just curious, what webinar software are you using right now?
Webinar Jam.
Webinar Jam, yep. So we were going to use Webinar Jam. Actually, we're trying to create some evergreen stuff. We're going to use Webinar Jam. Then we just tried this new software by Anthony Morrison, Webinar Fuel. Not sure if you're familiar with that. We tried that. It had some issues. There was a lot of friction where people just couldn't even get into the webinar, and they were like emailing us like, I'm trying to get in. I want to watch it. So these are like diehard people that are trying to buy from us, and they can't even get into the webinar. So that's why we are actually reverting back to let's just drop a video on the freaking page.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Yeah. We're about to do that.
So we did that, less friction, and honestly works better in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I see, obviously, you got the two comma club. For those of you guys who are listening on the podcast, there's a 2 comma club right behind Blake, which means you obviously sold more than $1 million through a funnel, right? How much revenue has your company generated in the last 12 months?
In the last 12 months, we've done about $6 million.
Wow. So $6 million, and that's purely low touch education. style
Correct.
stuff, right? That's amazing, man. And this is all done through a funnel, through ClickFunnels?
All through funnels, all automated.
Wow, that's crazy. Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you.
That's really awesome. And where do you see yourself at? Let's say fast forward 12 months. All right, where do you see that revenue goal then hitting 12 months from today? And then, obviously, you can't just do the same thing and expect the same result, right? What do you got to do to change to actually make that big difference? Make that big difference?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't have like a 12-month when it comes to like projections on stuff, it's just they usually never work out, right? Like we're terrible as humans at estimating and guesstimating.
Okay.
So I don't even want to call my shot yet on it. I have some, in the back of my head, I would have.
Where do you want to be at? Where's that number where you're like 12 months? I think we could do like 10 million. I think we could
10 million a year probably in the next 12 months. And then, in the next 12 months, get to first $10 million a year, I would say.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And this is probably another question that I forgot to ask you at the beginning, but how long have you guys been open for?
This core offer has been open since it launched in January, closed down to fulfill and really get through the entire process, and then opened back up like March.
Got you. So you're saying it's been less than a year?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow. So you generated 6 million through the funnel in less than 1 year?
Yes.
That is crazy off that one core offer. Good for you. And
it's a different one too, because this one was only open for about 6 to 8 months. We had other funnels generating revenue in the time before this main offer.
Yep. Now, doing those large amounts of revenue number, obviously you're sending a shit ton of traffic to the funnel, right? So you're running a lot of ads. You're at the point where you're scaling ads. You really, who's your favorite audience to target on Facebook ads? What's the sexy, sweet secret? What is that audience?
You'll have to talk to my ads guys. They're the genius behind that.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And if you could give one tip to a brand new business owner who's starting, which seems to me like, you do have a lot of brand new businesses. What's that one tip that you give them to kind of make them leap forward and save just a lot of time of wasted stuff, trial and things like that?
Get really good at the thing you're focusing on, because honestly, that's what really matters, is that you have the best thing available of whatever it is that you're doing.
I love that, man. And aside from ClickFunnels, I'm going to ask you out of the box question here. Aside from ClickFunnels, what's the number one favorite software tool you're using in your business today?
I'd have to go with Kartra, just because of the back ends, everything it does in the business.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first. Blake Nubar from Click Profits, all the way out of Orlando, Florida, generated $6 million in revenue literally in the last year of being open, which is incredible and tremendous. Blake, thank you so much for jumping on, and hopefully we can get you back on here in the near future, man.
Appreciate it, Chad. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Bye.
You, man.